Is it me or it's getting hot inside here? You know, it's hot, honestly. Anyhow, I just want to shout out a couple of people who have been very supportive during this calendar year. Damian Mohammed from brand new company starting on Sunday, Orbit BMX. This is a guy, Outer Reef and Rhythms, just the love of sport. And being at Trini, he's starting a skateboard company. Really? A Trini skateboard? You gotta check this guy out. Anyhow, also Sportline.com. That is a company that has been very supportive. John, thank you very much for your support over the years. Looking forward to working with you in the future as well. But tonight, just keeping it rolling. We're still talking football, cricket, hardcore, hard local. Right here on the record with Vinod and Lasana. Lasana, you were making a point earlier on about the new disposition of the Trinidad Football Association / Federation, whatever you want to call the branding. Tim Key et al. It's been a little over a year now that they've been in. How do you see their first year and how do you judge their first year?
Yeah, mixed successes. You know, he did get, I would think he got his coaches right. He got his changes there right. You know, with all due respect to Jamal Shabazz, who may very well have gone on to the Gold Cup and done well. But the fact is that Stephen Hart did do well. Right? And he got those calls right. Like I said, the non-payment coaches and players, you know, I'm not sure the players got their bonuses yet for the Gold Cup. Has to be an issue to me. Has to be a major issue. You know, we have Christmas on the corner. As far as I understand, the coaches were hoping to get paid this week. I mean, you're talking about 2 years, you know. You're talking about the
That's a back pay.
Now, bear in mind, they have been getting, generally, not all the times, but they have gotten match fees at times, which is whatever the 400 US, whatever it is, a match fee. You know, which is different, of course, to your monthly salary. And then, you know, your bonus and so on. So, you know, to me, he came in saying that he's coming in from the business community. He's a marketing guy. He knows how to sell. He's a salesman by profession. You know, and he's coming in and he's going to welcome any private sector. Obviously, that hasn't happened, and that's been a failure, and that's a pretty big failure for football.
Well, you know, Alasana, if you look at the situation, I go back to my point, what Tim Key inherited. He inherited an association where people had absolutely no confidence in, for whatever reason.
Well, we know the reason.
So, yeah. I said before, I have no call.
Reason.
I have no
but we didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
So, let's say, I think we need to give him a little time. Give him a little time and see if because you have to understand how the business community thinks as well.
A year is longer than one national security ministers get, you know. National security ministers look at a year.
Broken watch gets the time right twice a day.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to knock Tim Key. I know that it was a difficult situation. Back in the day, a good friend of mine, Dion Sosa, is a talent scout. He's responsible for Akeem Adams getting his contract with Fenerbahce. That's how you pronounce it?
Close enough.
Close enough.
Ferencvarosi.
Ferencvarosi or whatever. Yeah. Not enough spell around. Anyhow, but no, seriously. Dion and I, we were working with a project. We were trying to get them some sports drink. And some days we had to, this would have been around 2004, in the build up to the 06 campaign. And there were times we would carry this sports drink that we were selling to this football team. And we had to carry a bag of ice. Because it had no ice. We had to carry 2 bottles of water. Because we selling juice and thing and pack water and thing. And we had to leave 2-3 pack juice and for guys. Forget the sports drink. These guys need water. How difficult it is to go and expect a player to play at the top level when you're not water in the cooler, man. And it's not no ice. And this serious thing. This is me telling you, I go into a football training with a national team. And there's no ice in the cooler.
Yeah, and
how far along have we gone?
Well, I think it's still a matter of some of the players and the coaches and so on maybe feeling disrespected. You know, I raised the question at one press conference how, you know, Mr. Timke could say that he has been a success when the coaches are not being paid. And he said that, for instance, some of the coaches have other jobs or whatever it is, you know. And you know, it's...
You can imagine you going on and you're telling your wife, no, I know wired 868 is our labor of love.
Yeah.
So I actually, I could understand.
But I still have to pay the bills.
You
Wired 868.
going home and you saying, well, honey, I work hard whole month. Look a pack of crisps. Because that's really what you could afford sometimes. You know what I mean? You telling me you want these people to play and to command the respect of these players, some of whom are professional athletes.
Yeah.
A player like Cameron Jones would be making a good bit of pounds at the end of the month. You telling these guys, well, play for me now.
Well, and another thing about the situation as well. Right now, as far as I know, the only coach in Trinidad and Tobago, the football, has a contract is Stephen Hart. Right. His assistants do not have even the security of having a contract. You see, so that's why I say that to me, the way things are going right now is a surprise that it's going so well. Right. You know.
Well, let me don't knock it, and let me don't sound like if we knock in the Football Federation. The fact is, there are things that we need to highlight.
Association, the rebrand.
As options, you see. Who get up? Who make that work? Who get eat that food for that to be designed? It's a nice little logo. My friend had done it previously. Anyhow.
You spoke about ice just before you go. Go ahead. You spoke about ice and water not being there. That has nothing to do with money. That has to do with professionalism. When the national cricket team is training at Couva or at the Queen's Park Oval, and you show up there, you would see sport drink, you would see water, you would even see fruit. Then you would see a little sandwich there as well for them, and this is training.
Cricket different though, but even if you look at
caring about your players as well, right? Caring about the players.
But tea time in a cricket match.
And the players have been repaying them handsomely with the results.
Tea time in a cricket match at any level, you go get a little sandwich, because that's the culture of the game. So I'm not surprised when you say that.
No, that's training. That's training.
It's a culture. I understand, but in the past when I've spoken to people like your co-host Omar Khan talked about the difference between being a manager at the national level for the Trinidad and Tobago Red Storm. What are they calling them now? The Red Steel?
Red Steel is the CPL.
Red Steel is we could jump into that just now. But anyhow, so when he talked about the difference between what he would see at the West Indies level versus what he knew was in place at the Trinidad and Tobago level, you see, and it's not just a profession, it's about what Lysana was saying, it's respect. It's not just a culture, it is respect. It's not just professionalism.
It is, because I'll tell you why. Sometimes the players from Trinidad and Tobago are treated better than the West Indian players.
Yes, I agree with that.
And so again, it cannot be money, because the WICB, obviously, they're exposed to a lot more financially than Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board.
And cricket is a tough sport to know, because like say you're a basketball player, you're elite, you're playing at the NBA level, your team ain't like you could always get traded. Not so with cricket.
Well,
you can't go and play for the win-once.
In the CPL, it could be traded.
Well, in CPL, but that brand new, we'll get to that just now. Right? And at football level, we've been importing a lot of talent. Like, for instance, Chris Burchell. Yes, he's a Trini, but...
Well, to be honest, in terms of import, I think Trinidad probably import less talent than elsewhere in the world. I mean, look, Spain, the World Cup champions now, and they're bringing in this Brazilian boy, Diego Costa. And in fact, when they won the first major title as well, which was the Euro, that had been what, 2008 maybe, and they had a boy named Senna in the midfield, was a Brazilian too. You know, right. So actually I think...
In Germany. You look at some of these guys, you're like, where are you from?
Yeah. So I think Trinidad actually, a lot of the Caribbean islands respected us for that as well. I mean, most of our players traditionally have been homegrown.
Right. You know? And it's worked for us. You know, I like Butcher. Awesome goal against Bahrain. Enough respect, man. Anyhow, we ain't going nowhere. We're just taking a small break. We on the record. It's Tuesday night, yo. We'll be right back.
Tonight.